Welcome again. I'm T-Claude from Twigger School. Today's lesson is decision statement. Now we are going to look at decision statements. There are some different decision statements, but today's parts we are going to see if statement, if else statement, nested if else later statements, and we are closing with switch statement. Let's start. We are starting by opening our Visual Studio Code, and after opening Visual Studio Code, let's create a new file called decision, like this one, .gs. After creating our decision.gs, we are going to declare a variable we are going to follow. Let, for example, age be age is going to be 18. And we are going to say if age is equal to, as we said, equal is represented by 3 equality. We are going to check 2 or so. Some version accept 2, other one may not. Okay. Then if age is equal to 12, we are going to say you are still young. Sorry, we are still young. Console.log. Like this. Sorry, you are still young, like this one. Let check and see. We are checking by running this say the decision. Yes. Oh, as you can see, there is nothing to display. Why? Because we say if age is equal to 12. Let's check if age is equal to 18. Sorry. Let's say age is equal to 12. Check and see. You can see you are still young is being displayed. This program is checking whether age is 12. If you have age which is not 12, you are still young. Okay, let's say if age is less than 12. If age is less than 12, then display this one. Okay, there is nothing to display. But if age is equal to 9, for example, check and see. You can see you are still young. Okay, we are going to say else. As you can see, if our age doesn't satisfy this condition, we are displaying nothing. For example, let's say if age is let's set age which is 18, and if age is less than 12, you are still young. Then if age is not less than 12, what will happen? Let's check and see. Let's say console.log. Let's say wow, you are adult enough. Okay, let's check and see. You can see, wow, you are adult enough because we have someone who has age 18. Let's check if someone have age 2. Age 2, you are still young. But remember, we may need to have another what? Another condition. For example, we have someone who is allowed to vote, someone who is young, still young, and someone who is still a baby. For example, someone who have age 18 is allowed to vote. If age is equal to 18, is greater to 18, you are allowed to vote. You are allowed to vote. But we may need another one uh, who is 12, 12 years, who has 12 years old. We may say else if, like this one, else if age is less than 12. Okay, let's say, sorry, you are not allowed to vote. Okay, like this one. Then there is someone else. There is someone else who is still baby. Let's say else, else. Yeah, let's check. Let's check the condition. Age which is less than 12, less than 12, greater than. Let's check this condition. Age, if age is less than or equal to 18, and if age is uh, less than greater than 12, uh, else if and like this one, age and age mm, is less than 18. Okay, let's check this one. Then else, okay, this will be satisfied. I think. Let's check. You are allowed to vote. Yes, because our age is 18. Let's check 17. You are allowed to vote. Oh, what is the problem? Is less than or let's check. It is greater than or equal. Yes, it will be greater than or equal here. You are not allowed to vote. Let's check if it is 18. You are allowed to vote. Let's check if age is equal to 12. We will see. You are allowed to vote. What's the problem? Yes. Yes. Age is equal to 19. Then this will be 18, 17. So you are not allowed. Let's check if it is C 12. You are not allowed also. Yes, this we are going to say, oh, you are still a kid. Yes. Let's check and see. Okay. If that I have 11. Oh, you are still a kid. As you can see, we have three different conditions. We may have some more. We may have more conditions, but we are using these three conditions. Now, this is how if else work and else if. We are going to talk about if else later. If else later is like jumping from one condition to another. If the first condition is not satisfied, we move to the second one. If the second one is not satisfied, we move to the third one. It's like this we do. Let's insert another condition. For example, we say else if age, we said if else if age is greater than 12 and age is less than 18. If let's check the condition else if age is greater than say 4 is greater than 4. Yes, yes, is greater than 4, and say and age is less than 12. Yes, this is enough. We are going to say, sorry, you are not allowed to vote, or if you are still a kid, we are going to say you are a kid. Let's say you are young, yes, like this one. Let's say else console.log. Let's say you may be a baby, like this one. You might be a baby. You are young. You are not allowed to vote. Okay, let's check and see. If our age is in yes, let's check this one. You are young. Okay, let's check if we have 3 years. If I have 3 years or two, they are the same. Okay, you may be a baby. You can see our conditions are executed from one to another. We are checking if age is greater than 18. We are checking if age is between 12 and 18. We are checking if age is between 4 and 12. Let's check 6. 6. Condition, you are still young. 6 is between 4 and 12. Let's check between 12 and 18, saying that we have 16. For example, you are not allowed, even though you are not young, you are not allowed to vote. Let's check if I have 52, you are allowed to vote. You can see our conditions are being executed. Okay, uh, let's say we need the condition inside another condition. We need the condition inside another condition. Let's say let's age be 18. Let uh, category B student, and let gender be male, like this one. Okay. Say that we need to allow, we need to give scholarship for some students. Uh, if age of students, let age be 32. 32. For example, if age of a given student, say that we need to give scholarship, console, console, we need to give scholarship to students who has, okay, who have less than 30 years old. You are allowed to get scholarship. Congratulations. Let's say congratulations. Congratulations. Let's say congratulations. If this student or this person passes this condition, fulfill the conditions we are going to give to him, we are going to give him a scholarship. To give him a scholarship. Sorry, you are not allowed. Allowed. Okay, like this one. Let's check and see. Sorry, you are not allowed because she or he has 32 years. But if he has 30 years, our condition is if, sorry, very sorry. We are going to allow, yes, no problem. If age is less than or equal to 30, let's check this one. For example, let's check this one. This congratulations, you are allowed to get scholarship, but we may not check this only condition, this one only. We may want to check another one. Let's say that we want to check if is still a student. If we are going to say if inside if because it is nested. This is called nested if because it is if inside another if. Okay. Age, sorry, it is not age. Let's say category like this one. If category is student like this, if category is student, then let's give him a scholarship. And this one will be your age. Your age is what we wish, what we want, but there is another conditions. There are another conditions. Other conditions like this one. Okay, let's check and see. Okay, let's check and see. Congratulations, you are allowed to get scholarship. Your age is what we want, but there are other conditions. You can see if you fulfill two different conditions, our decisions are being made. Let's here not student. Let's check here not. If category is not student, let's check and see. Your age is what we want, but there are another conditions. You can see if you is not a student, the condition will take him. Okay. We are going to put here another condition here. Let's put here some another condition. If gender is female, if gender is female, let's say, even though you are sorry, even though you are student, there are other conditions. Let's say like this one. Okay, let's check and see. Okay, your age is what we want, but there are other conditions. Okay, let's say easy student fulfill condition of he fulfill condition of age and condition of student, but condition of gender is not fulfilled. Even though there are student, if though you are student, there are other conditions. Your age is what we want, but there are other conditions. You can see we want female, but this fulfill all condition, but is not female. Let's check if she is a female. Okay, congratulations, you are allowed to get scholarship. Okay, for example, if we have this one and this one, okay, like this one, we get like this. Congratulations. Okay, but if we fail on any of condition, will be not allowed. You can see he is not allowed. Okay, this is how nested if work. But we are going to see another conditional statement called switch statement. Switch statement check the condition one by one. For example, let's say we are choosing languages. We are going to say language, let language equal, let's assign language English and say, sorry, here we are going to say switch language, say something. We are going to see default. By default will display, by default will display something, console.log. You've you've you have chosen wrong language. Well, you've chosen a wrong language. Let's say sorry to be more polite. Let's check and see. Is it working? Let's check and see. Sorry, you have chosen wrong language because we didn't choose any language, But if we choose here, for example, if we choose case English, then break, after choosing English, let break, like this one. Okay, like this. Let's check and see. You can see we are running nothing because nothing we have displayed. We displayed nothing. Let's check if after choosing English, welcome, you are using English. You are using English, like this one. Let's check and see. Okay, welcome, you are using English. Okay, we may have so different languages. We are going to say if someone is not using English, if someone is using French, and say bienvenue, 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 utilise, vous utilise la langue français, like this one. If it is not English but French, let's change here. You can see. Bienvenue, vous utilisez la langue française. You can see we are displaying whichever we want, and we may have so many languages. For example, we may have here, we may have here, we may have Kinyarwanda here, and say here, murakaza neza, muri gukoresha Ikinyarwanda, like this one. As you can see, if we change here, it is still French because we didn't put here Kinyarwanda. Let's change here and say we are using Kinyarwanda. You can see we are using Kinyarwanda now. Murakaza neza muri gukoresha Ikinyarwanda. Now we are going to check if there is nothing here. For example, we are using Kiswahili like this. If we are using Kiswahili, sorry, you have chosen a wrong language because we didn't set Kiswahili there. And I want you to try and put Kiswahili here so that someone may choose Kiswahili. You can see decision statements is done, and it is not difficult to use decisional statement. Now you can use it anywhere you want. Today's course is finished by here. I want you to subscribe and continue supporting us so that we may bring you more programs.